time is 1:56 p.m. Good afternoon. The news headline: Buhari has handed over Nigeria to terrorists. 8 Ipob, Oduduwa agitators. DG Adeyanju says President Muhammadu Buhari has been accused of technically handing over Nigeria to terrorists. Socio-political activist DG Adeyanju made the remarks while claiming that Buhari hates Oduduwa and indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob. Reacting to a reported terrorist attack on the military base in Zamfara State, Adeyanju said that the president was only interested in fighting his critics and not insecurity. And in his recent tweet, he has said that the bandits will likely kidnap El-Rufai and some other governors of the state. Called Buhari over the increasing activities of bandits. According to him, bandits may soon abduct Zamfara, Katsina, Niger, and Kaduna governors if they continue to praise Buhari as he pampers terrorists. Call out Buhari, the field commander-in-chief. Students and religious leaders have been abducted, with some killed across the state. Adeyanju mentioned, recently, gunmen suspected to be bandits had invaded the Nigerian Defense Academy (NDA) in Kaduna and abducted 2 majors while killing some officers. And on Monday, bandits had struck against after abducting parliament members of the lawmakers in Katsina State House of Assembly. And the news analysis is quite simple. This is the Adeyanju saying that the bandits might actually kidnap the governors of Kaduna State, Katsina State, Zamfara State, and Niger State, all because they are hailing Buhari and not calling him out for the terrorism going on in the countries. He said that some bandits had actually stormed some lawmakers in Katsina State House of Assembly, and their next if care is not taken. The Adeyanju has been known for his, fight back or via criticism at the APC-led administration. And of recent, we know it was noted that he called APC a terrorist organization. President Muhammadu Buhari and his ruling party over the management of the country's numerous problems are to be criticized and known to be a terrorist organization. He made some suggestions that, do we know that the APC and the PDP, that for people that are saying that the APC and PDP are the same, that they dare not try the same thing that they tried under Governor Ibeli Jonathan's regime, whereby there was a campaign for bring back our girls, as at then when the Boko Haram kidnapped the Chibok girls. He said no one dares to do that under the Buhari's regime, because if they dare it, soldiers will kill everyone at the Unity Fountain, just like it happened at the Lekki toll gate. The Adeyanju says that, of course, that the People's Democratic Party, PDP, are actually beyond useless, but yet the APC is a terrorist organization, and that PDP are saints compared to APC. After all, we all witnessed more than 60 abductions like Chibok under Buhari, and why is everyone afraid to give President Muhammadu Buhari the same treatment that they gave to Goodluck Ebele Jonathan during his regime? All of a sudden, he said that everyone loves their lives under President Muhammadu Buhari because nobody is patriotic again, including the journalists, because they feel like their lives are at risk if they dare criticize President Muhammadu Buhari's regime or do the same thing that they did under Governor Ebele Jonathan's regime. And this has been called out from different angles, whereby a whole lot of people have been complaining about the atrocities that are identified with this APC regime. And even the security agencies are not living up to their game, where they find themselves and the actions as carnage, because they believe that if they start doing so, I mean the masses now, that if they start doing so, that the country, President Muhammadu Buhari may actually go after them. Everyone has seen the case of the Commodore, the ex-security agency of Muhammadu Buhari, who came on live on Channels Television of recent to talk about the ills of the regime, and also cited that some cabinet of President Muhammadu Buhari have said that they are part of those who are sponsoring terrorism in this country. And not too long after the Commodore came on air on Channels Television to say this. During the interviewers asked him that is he not afraid of his own life after saying this, that what if they come after his life? And the Commodore's response was that, well, that if they do that, he's not afraid, he does not care if they come after his life, because what he's saying is actually the truth, and that of what gain will it be for them if they actually come for his life? That all they need to do is to address the security challenge facing the nation. However, not too long after the interview, about a day or two after, it was noted that the DSS had invited the Commodore for an interview based on these allegations or on this confession and exposure that he made on Channels Television TV. And this must have backed up the reason why the citizens and the masses are actually drawing back when it comes to criticizing the regime of President Muhammadu Buhari. And this is why Adeyanju, a known activist and popular critic of the Buhari regime, and have said that the people should actually not compare the PDP to the APC, because the APC is more of a terrorist organization, while the PDP can be said to be beyond useless, but yet they cannot be compared to the APC's regime, because under the APC's regime, it seems that the people do not have freedom of speech. Recalling a time when Governor Wike actually said that the All Progressive Congress, the APC-led government, are supposed to resign before Nigeria collapses due to their insecurity. Governor Wike of Rivers have been quoted to have lamented that the APC-led government had failed to carry out its responsibility of protecting Nigerians. The governor made a call at the event in Port Harcourt, the state's capital, at a particular point in time, where he stressed the level of insecurity in Nigeria that had exposed the APC-led government's inability to manage the country. The governor noted as at then that Nigerians need relief from banditry, kidnapping, and terrorism. And according to Wike, the heightened degree of insecurity in Nigeria and the obvious inability of the APC-led federal government to tackle remains Nigeria's greatest problem. He said, we are in desperate need of relief from daily incidents of kidnapping and mindless killings, insurgents, herdsmen, bandits, and terrorists in the country. Wike actually said then that the APC-led government must step up and be alive to its constitutional responsibility to protect lives and properties in all parts of the country, or admit its lack of capacity and resign before the country collapses. And this is why Adeyanju himself has come on air to say that other people have been saying that it is likely possible that the government are actually behind the sponsorship of this banditry and the Fulani herdsmen.
Thanks for listening. Good afternoon.